Morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, January. God, I don't even know what month it is anymore. January 17th. And I am continuing my Plan As You Go series where I show how I use my bullet journal and my Erin Condren planner in tandem for an entire month. Let's go inside. Yesterday, I got a bunch of stuff done. I still didn't finish everything on my list, but I honestly, what I'm coming to realize, it's not that I am being lazy, even though there's some days where it feels like that, as much as it is, I think I'm setting unrealistic expectations for how much work I can get done in a day, which is why I'm working on this ideal week situation. Looking at this, there are a few things I started the Christmas takedown, but I haven't done all of it yet, so I didn't check it off. There's a couple of other things I didn't finish, but there were some big things I did get done, which I am very happy for, and I was able to check off 2 things off of my priority list, which is great progress. Everything except for one thing on this list. Oh, I finished that though. And this definitely needs to get done today, so I will be doing some of this shit. And like I said yesterday, my husband wasn't gonna get home early because it was Moose Day. That happened. He didn't get home till 7, so I actually wound up working up through then. And even then, I still worked a little bit after he got home, which was how I was able to get shit done. You know, not ideal for me. I don't want to work after he gets home, generally speaking. I'd like to spend some time with him since we both do a lot of work during the day. It doesn't always happen. And look, we continued with a regular ass day. I think I have some things to check off on here. I don't know how I'm checking these off, with an X or with a check mark. It's an X, and so I kind of made a X check mark. I have to add something to this too that needs to get done this week. Habits. Did not check my blood pressure last night though. Wah wah. I can do another half day. Let's do a half day. I need to catch up on YouTube comments today. I need to get in a better rhythm of that. I think maybe I should just spend a little time every morning when I wake up talking to people, because I hate that I'm not always on top of Old Smoky, as it were. I am continuously grateful to my patrons every single day, but yesterday I was again reminded of how grateful I am to them. For the Oh So Cute Doodles challenge for today, we have, oh geez, platypus. That looks like a deranged duck. Nobody said it had to be perfect. It's just a doodle. Saturn. Is Saturn the one with rings? Yes, Saturn is, yes, Saturn is the one with rings. I feel like I'm drawing a Skip It. Is anybody old enough to remember a Skip It and how it would like rub your ankle raw? When I was growing up, we were too poor to afford like a name brand Skip It. So instead, my sisters and I bent a hula hoop, bent it into like a shape like this, and used that as a fake Skip It. Then for my lettering every damn day challenge, today is Albuquerque. Oh man, I'm gonna continue the cursive this week because cursive cues and I are not necessarily friends. It's not that I suck at making cursive cues as much as it is the transition from cursive cue to another letter is an area that I struggle with. Oh God, am I gonna spell this wrong? Sorry to all of the New Mexico people out there. So I did not do my blood pressure yesterday. I did not check it this morning. I will do it as soon as I'm done with this video, I think. On the days when you see 2 blocks at a time for hygiene, usually my shower, makeup, and all that takes, this is probably way too much information, but my shower and makeup and getting dressed and everything usually takes about half an hour. If you see it's an hour period, it's generally a day I flat iron my hair because that takes for fucking ever. I have started out with the week where I have kids and I'm kind of copying over some of the corresponding things in my no kids week, but I am not quite finished yet. One of the things I added was I took this pale gray highlighter and I used it to mark the times when my kids were at school, because I want to structure my weeks when I have my kids around when they're at school. Now, generally speaking, my husband gets home anywhere in between 6 and 7, so having it go up this late leaves a little leeway for weeks he's, you know, home late from work. But generally speaking, on the kids' weeks, I want to try and keep my work within this, and then maybe keep when the kids are home empty so that I can either help them with their homework or maybe get some more work done if they don't need me and they're busy doing their own thing. One of the things that's on here is I'm trying to do a morning routine at 6 a.m. I haven't actually started waking up at 6 a.m. yet, but that's the goal I'm striving towards, because if I do it at 6 a.m., it's before everybody's awake and getting breakfast and all of that. And for the weekends, I kind of put on the things that I tend to do on the weekends. On Mondays, I film my bullet journal setup because that's when I film my bullet journals. And when I film Plan With Me's, I film them on Sundays because that's when I plan in my Erin Condren Condren, as you've seen throughout this month. But one of the things I have on here is a filming day. What I have discovered is getting the camera set up and everything to do like pen reviews or favorites or things like that. It's easy to just knock out 2 or 3 videos at a time. So having a day for filming and then spread the editing over a couple of other days was a routine that was working really well for me in like September, October, November. That's something I would like to go back to as soon as I get through this Plan As You Go month. I'm not quite done yet. I'll probably get some more work on this done today, and then I can give you a look-see at that tomorrow. Let's go to my Erin Condren. We have to work on today's schedule with my crooked ass patron live sticker. My to-do list in right now from the top. After I'm done with this video, I need to run some errands. I need to go to Target. I need to go to the lab because I didn't make it there yesterday. I didn't leave the house yesterday in the morning. I'm gonna use one of these boxes with a few lines in it, and I'm just gonna put it in the morning. It's gonna happen after I'm done filming this video. Down here at the bottom of my day, I want to put Jesse time because all week he's either gotten home late or like I've been busy with working, and I would like to spend a little time just chilling out and chatting with him. And then I think in here, instead of writing work, I'm going to write hustle. I know that's kind of an overused word, but I was listening to a podcast and it really had it on my mind that sometimes, not all the time, sometimes it's important to leave white space on your day and sometimes it's important to hustle. And as I want to be caught up so that I can go to an ideal week like I'm trying to work out, be able to get to a place where I can be that like purposeful in the time I'm spending, I need to get caught up. Hustle, dude. There, I feel better about that now. So that is my day in the Erin Condren planner. I still haven't had a time to figure out when exactly I'm going to be doing that meeting on Friday. So I will be taking a picture of this, posting it on Instagram because that's how we live life in the planner world. So I'm going to set this to the side. And now that I know that my day is going to be Erin's, the patron stream, and hustling, I think it's time to enter in my bullet journal for the day. Look at this. I'm so used to writing plan of any sort that I just started writing PL without actually thinking about what that was supposed to be today. The other thing I guess I'll show you while we're zoomed in. One of the things I do when I make lists and I'm breaking things down into chunks, I wrote Target, but I need to make my list before I go to Target. So I make my list, then I go to Target. That's how I tend to break things up when I am kind of creating my to-do list in my bullet journal, is to kind of break them into their pieces as opposed to just blanket saying something. All right, so there's my day. It's all set up. I think this is where I'm going to end this video today. And I guess as I'm starting to think about a morning routine or things like of that nature, I guess my question for you is, do you have a morning routine? When do you get up? Is there things you do every day in the morning for you before everybody else starts asking for your time? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.